All right, welcome to this episode of Three Ball Math Guys. In this episode, we are talking about not Mount Rushmore, but Math Rushmore. And so we are talking about our favorite people, our favorite person, our favorite place, our favorite thing, and our favorite idea, math related, not math related, but mostly math related. So that's what we've got for this episode of Three Bald Math Guys. Welcome back. And welcome back. We are in this episode of Three Ball Math Guys. We are talking about Math Rushmore. If you take a look at here, these guys should be on that first monument called Math Rushmore without a doubt. I don't think anybody would doubt us. Not once, not twice, not even three times.
No.
That's funny. All right. So what we're doing here is we're going to go round robin. We're going to go round robin with our person, place, thing, and idea. And drum roll. We're doing this randomly. And we're starting with Professor Detson. Who is your favorite person?
I'm gonna go with John Tukey,
Ooh.
statistician. I like his name, Tukey. He does Tukey's test, compares pairs of means after you run an ANOVA. So obviously it has to do with statistics, because that's what I like to look at is data. So John Tukey, mostly because of his name, and he works in statistics. So there you go, the statistician.
It's a non-parametric test. It's pretty cool. It's easy to remember, especially when you go over that around Thanksgiving.
Ooh. Tookie. I just like saying Tookie Tookie.
Tukey.
Tookie.
I think, we went over that. Both you clowns took that class from me, I think.
Don't remember a thing.
Yes.
Yep, didn't think so.
I did.
Who is your favorite person, your Math Rushmore person?
Me?
You are next.
Oh, I got some good ones. I think I'm gonna go with Blaise Pascal. Laid the foundation for the modern theory of probability. Came up with a triangle that's pretty cool, that has lots of different applications for binomial expansion, probability. He also invented what some say to be the first digital calculator to help his dad, who was a local city official, kind of the accountant for the city. He was only 16 when he invented the calculator. What were you doing when you were 16? Bums. Not
Wasn't
inventing calculators.
Inventing the internet.
Yeah, Blaise Pascal, little French guy.
Well, Blaise Pascal.
Blase.
Huh. Okay. Well, I've got a couple, and I'm going to start off first of all with the Sir Isaac Newton. And you clowns should know this. Responsible for the development of the calculus. And obviously it was during a time where it was really, really challenging because there wasn't a whole lot of communication between England and the rest of Europe. And Leibniz was sometimes given credit a little bit there too for the development of calculus. But you had the English Channel that was right between them. Another reason for that too as well is because Newton was born prematurely. And during that time, again, this was 400 or 500 years ago, where anybody who was born prematurely had very little chance of surviving. And so, Sir Isaac Newton.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
It's a good one. That's a good pick.
Yep. With a shout out to my high school math teacher, learned everything I know, which sometimes isn't much, but it was a lot. It was a lot. And that's Mr. Jim Gehring, phenomenal person and phenomenal teacher. And without him, I would not be able to be a three ball math guy wearing this stuff and doing what it is that we do. So there you go. There you go.
You got any honorable mentions, Professor Detson?
Well, if we want to go personal, then I would definitely have Dr. Charles Bear in there. He was very impactful in my interest in statistics because that's who I took a lot of my stats courses with. So, shout out to Dr. Charles Bear.
Good one.
Really good one. My honorable mentions were not, I did not know these people. I had Leonard Euler as an honorable mention. Went to college when he was only 13 and had 13 children. Thought that was pretty impressive.
Lucky for him.
And then the other one was Muhammad Musa al-Khwarizmi, the father of algebra. He wrote a book called Algebra, which basically translates to algebra.
That
Those are
should
my
have been
guys.
another episode.
Those are my guys.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Nice. Good work.
Next
All
up.
right. Place. Professor Jordan, we're doing this round robin here.
Okay. I am. I got the. I'm gonna go with the Seven Bridges of Königsberg in Russia. Came from Euler. This is where he crossed all of the bridges exactly one time and came up with what we kind of know as graph theory. That was where the idea was stemmed from. The Seven Bridges of Königsberg.
Have you been there?
No, it's just my favorite place. Heard it's really nice this time of year.
Okay. All right. So, so mine. I've got one that is number one, and then I've got a close second. Number one is the Smithsonian Institute. There's obviously so much stuff there. I was there one time, and that was a long time ago. I think 1907 when it is I was there last, and so it's just been a very, very, very long time. I know that they've updated things since that time. It's been 118 years, 119 years since that, but yeah, that was always my favorite place. Um, to go to. And in a very close second is the Four Corners Monument that is in the Four Corners of Colorado and Utah and New Mexico and Arizona. So it's the only place in the country, I don't know if it's the world, but only place in the country for sure, for which you can be standing in four states all at one time, all in one time. So down there in the southwest corner of Colorado.
How
So
can you
map.
how can you stand if you only have two legs in four corners?
Oh, it's kind of like one of those things where where you had to step this way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
The
can do
hokey
that.
pokey?
No, what's that that game?
Right handed. Right.
Yeah, no, what's that game where you got all
Twister.
Twister? There it is. Yeah, Twister. Yeah, something like that.
Uh, looked like a turtle on its
No.
back.
No,
So I
but
went.
your one foot can be right there on the corner, right in the point.
I went a little different with this place. You guys went with landmarks and all these cool places that you have never been. For me, my favorite place would be the bowling alley.
Ah,
Any
I like
bowling
that.
alley.
That's a good pick.
I like to walk in there, and it's like my church, if you will. Um, knocking pins down, and there's some math going on there too, because you got to be able to keep score. Although there's automatic scores, but you want to be able to do it in your head as well.
Yeah.
So the bowling alley.
So
I do have a
okay,
close second, though. I do have a close second. There's also a lot of mathematical things and statistical things going on in the close second, and that's any casino.
Yeah, that was my close second was Las Vegas.
Vegas, Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
Vegas.
My honorable mention was Cambridge, Massachusetts, home of MIT.
Another place you haven't been.
How do you know?
Just assuming.
I just assumed. I have been to Vegas.
Next up, our
Professor
thing,
Rob, thing. Is it your
things.
turn?
Yeah, it is. Now, the reason I put this at that is I was already going to maneuver things around, so this would be my number one, and you guys can't copy this one. And that'd be a calculator. Calculator.
Oh,
Even
boo.
though, well, we sold one of those or tried to sell one of those on our marketplace, but nobody, no takers for that 1976 model, which was a solar model. But then we had those that were back in the early 90s, maybe late 80s. Remember the Texas Instrument TI-81, the big blue one, and that was
Bro.
the very first graphing calculator. So that was kind of cool. So calculators.
Well, along those lines, I'm gonna go with when I'm teaching. I'm usually pretty traditional. When I started teaching, I just used the whiteboard or a chalkboard, and I really didn't want to change from that at all. But then we were introduced to smart TVs and smart boards. Now that's one of my favorite things. You don't get your hands dirty with chalk or even with markers. You're able to upload documents right on there and write on there, share those documents with your students. It's one of my favorite things.
All right.
Nice.
My favorite math thing is a tape measure. It's very applicable to the fractions written right on the tape. Those are the best.
Nice. Perfect. All right. Let's
I
move
leave the
on.
baking to my wife.
Yeah, there you go. All right. The next thing is the idea. Professor Detson, we are going back around to you. Favorite idea? Math Rushmore.
And this began when I was in grad school, and then it's kind of revolved to be something pretty big these days. But statistics in sports, advanced statistics in sports. It was not prevalent when I was in grad school, and it was something that I really wanted to get involved with. And I think it was just I didn't get into it in time. Well, not in time. I didn't get into it at that time. And now you turn on ESPN or any other sports channels, and they've got all sorts of advanced statistics going on. So
Yeah, it seems like every week they have something new come out, all these different acronyms and all that stuff. It's, yeah,
just making up metrics too.
yeah.
It's like, okay.
Professor Jordan, what's your favorite idea?
I went a little more broad with the idea with the an algorithm. Uh, by definition, an algorithm is a finite step-by-step procedure or set of rules followed to solve a specific problem or perform a calculation. I think with the world of artificial intelligence, everything is kind of running off of algorithms right now.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah, AI is around. It's not going away, of course.
Yeah.
And in education, it's how it is that you can integrate those things together. That's obviously going to be a challenge. We've seen that already.
Yep.
My idea, I went pretty specific, and this is the idea. There's the equation for this. In other episodes, I had other equations that were out there, but this is one because I teach a geometry class and have taught that for a number of years. But this is one of those that it's in some instances kind of mind boggling to some extent. But it's A equals 1/2 little a times P. And this is the area, that area formula for that of a regular polygon. So, for example, a square is a regular polygon. Um, Again, one such example, obviously, for a quadrilateral, regular quadrilateral. But that's what the capital A stands for. The little a stands for a term called the apothem. APOTHEM. I think there's an E in there. And the apothem, what that is the distance from the center of the polygon to the midpoint of one of the sides. So that's what the apothem is. And then, of course, the P that we have right here, that's the perimeter of the entire regular polygon. So a very unique formula. Of course, you can go ahead and because you have it as a regular polygon, you can go ahead and break it down into congruent triangles there, and then find the area of one of those triangles, and then multiply that area times the number of triangles that you would have from your figure. But this, again, formula that you have capital A is equal to 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter is a kind of unique formula that we have. So that's what we've got there for my idea. Any honorable mention ideas from either of you two?
I had the Pythagorean theorem written down, um, just because that's the one that everybody remembers.
Classic. Yep.
Yep.
Professor Detson, how about you?
Not really math along the math related topic there, but the idea of infusion cooking or infusion drinks interests me.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Part of one, we can stretch that into math. Part of
So
something into part of something else. Yeah.
yeah,
It's fraction addition.
there's
That's
there's
easy.
there's some math involved there with that, but one thing that I saw that was made was a cheeseburger fried rice, which I don't think that's very good, but that is an infusion there. But cheeseburger fried rice, ugh.
Imagine you get a whole bunch
Leave the
of different.
cheese out of it, maybe it'd be all right.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks, Three Ball Math Guys. Thanks for watching this episode of Three Ball Math Guys, Math Rushmore. And like, subscribe, share, let your friends know. And we'll see you next time on Three Ball Math Guys.